The biggest update ever for Squad Busters is dropping in April, and with that we're gonna see some major changes to its progression system.
Trust us, April's update is going to shake up the entire game.
In today's video we're gonna check out the old beta progression system of 2023 and compare it to the current one. So we're gonna talk about the advantages, the disadvantages, and why I think that we're gonna see some parts of the old progression system back very soon in the game. Squad Busters has a major progression system issue, and we all know that. It's not feeling too rewarding, and Supercell has seen that and is hearing our wishes, so they're gonna change that in the April update.
Trust us, April's update is going to shake up the entire game.
And a meta revamp to make progression more exciting and rewarding overall.
These changes come along with a meta revamp, which means a fundamental change to the current form of the units, so either to the different evolutions or the complete abilities. Like a meta revamp means not only one nerf there, another buff here. No, a revamp means a complete major overhaul of everything we know. At least that's how I understand it. And the goal of that, to make it feel more exciting and rewarding for all of you. And that's definitely a big W. But how was it in the past? Well, in 2023 there were 2 beta stages released. During the second one I was playing the game as well, and I got even some old footage of my account right here on this channel. GG, let's go. Nice. But how did the progression system look back in the days? Well, it was completely different to the current one, and we had levels of each unit, which was pretty similar to Clash Royale or Brawl Stars. Those levels could be increased by spending elixir. But how could we collect the elixir? Well, there were different ways. First, there was also a world journey, where we got at specific stages some elixir, and we could choose a unit to spend it on. Besides that, there was a shop with a daily free offer of elixir, and you could spend some real-life money to make the progress even faster. Besides that, there were the out-game rewards, where we got some elixir as well, which was then stored in this elixir building. I can't remember 100% how it was, if that elixir was just stored there, or the building developed some further elixir which we then could redeem to our units to get some good boost in the levels. What did it reward you? Well, each level progress did reward you with a 10% stats boost. So not only the HP, but also the damage got increased with each level. And that's already a big advantage, but we come back to that later on when we compare it to the current version. Besides the stats boost, there were further rewards for each level, and in specific levels we got star abilities, and those star abilities are pretty much the same as the current evolutions of each of those units. So overall, that progression system was really familiar from the Supercell universe, as it was pretty comparable to Clash Royale and Brawl Stars. And before we hop now into the current progression system, a friendly reminder: don't forget to leave a like, write a nice comment, and don't forget to subscribe, as it is completely for free. And you don't want to miss out the second part, where I want to compare the beta gameplay of 2023 with the current version of Squad Busters. So if we check out the current progression system, it is completely different. There are no levels, no, there are just stars, and we are starting as the baby form with 1 star, followed by the classic version with 2 stars, 3 star is the super version, 4 star is the ultra version, which is for pretty much all the units the maximum, and there are some units with 5 star. Well, when the game got released initially, we had only 3 stars as a maximum, if you can't remember. Yes, that was pretty easy to reach, but not back in the days. It was also there pretty hard to reach. Then they have revealed ultra units from the existing units, and then a little bit later we got 12 ultimate forms of some of the existing units. And there's already the big issue. While we need 1 baby for sure to unlock the initial version of the unit, we need 10,000 for the ultimate. And do you really think we're gonna get a 6-star version in the future where we would need to collect 100,000 babies? Well, I don't think so. This is not a good progression system, as the scaling is too crazy towards the final forms. And well, what is happening there? The stats are staying the same from its baby version towards the last version, and that is already a big disadvantage. So we are getting only some changes to the abilities, so that's here also those star abilities which we know from the beta, and nothing else. There is nothing else rewarding. Yes, when we finally unlock the ultimate barbarian and getting those additional baby elite barbarian, yes, that is super rewarding and super nice, and it feels overpowered, but there is definitely no rewarding for you as a player in between collecting like 1,000 babies and then 10,000 babies, and some units even in between the 100 babies for the super form and the 10,000 version. Rip to the witch, which is definitely one of the worst units out there. So here, there is not really a rewarding in between 3-star where we get that barrel spell to 4-star, well, where the skeletons get stronger, and on 5-star where the skeletons move faster when they are close by. Like, come on, 100 babies comparing to 10,000 babies has to be more rewarding than just a little bit skeleton improvement, which they are running away anyway. And that is, in my opinion, the biggest issue we have right now. There is not really any rewarding feeling on our long way to the ultimate form. The old system with the different levels, which were easier to achieve, it was much better because we have more level ups, where we got that reward of feeling, hey, I get a 10% stat boost, plus a few ones in between where we get further star abilities. I think that was way better. But not everything was good on the old ones. With that further stages and the stats boost, that was tending to feel really pay to win friendly. Because with each level up, you got a 10% stat boost, which is giving you a direct impact in the battle. Right now, the stats are the same for all the stages. You get just that slightly improvement, for example, with a Super Rage for the 4-star PK, which is definitely huge. But overall, this game right now is more free-to-play friendly, and the pay-to-win aspect is much smaller, and I even think not really existent. But even though it was pay-to-win friendly, well, the rewarding thing for free-to-play players was much better than right now as well. Because those levels, yes, as a free-to-play you could achieve them as well. It take for sure a little bit longer, and I think with the current version, with getting a very good free-to-play friendly progress and having more sub-stages where we get maybe a stat boost, this would feel much better than it is right now. And well, in the long run, for maxing out a unit, I think it is pretty much the same from the time we need to invest or the money we need to spend. So obviously there is not really a change, but the way until then can be much more rewarding or satisfying. And that's what I think they're gonna do. We already could see that in the trailer, a bar filling with 8 stages. Right now, we have 5 stages. That's already different. The major meta revamp would be that we get different stats for each level. Yep, that would completely swap out everything we know so far, because stats being changed with each level. Only some major nerfs or buffs and even some revamp of abilities is not, in my opinion, that big as they have teased us in that video. And it would not be the only thing they're gonna bring back from the beta version. We had style tickets in the initial release, we didn't, and they are back. In the beta version, there were no megas. In the release of this game, there were mega units, and guess what? They got removed. So was the old system really much better? Please share your opinion down below in the comments. I personally think we're gonna see not the old version, but something getting closer towards the old version and closer towards a Clash Royale or a Brawl Stars style. But nevertheless, we're gonna see some radical changes in the April update. Thank you guys for watching and happy busting!